Hello everybody, my name is Isabel and welcome to the Realms of Fantasy, where we discuss art, books, spirituality and witchcraft and pretty much everything fantastical. Now, this is the first official video on my channel apart from all the subliminals I have done. So if you have any suggestions for me that you would like to see me discuss, then leave them in the comments. Now, today I'm going to be discussing the new moon in Aries. Now, as of the day I'm filming this, the new moon is tomorrow, the Tuesday the 21st of March, and it is midday at 1:23 p.m. EDT. However, you can still feel the effects for a couple of days afterwards. Depends on what you believe in your practice. Now, this new moon in Aries is the beginning of the astrological new year. Aries being the first sign in the zodiac, and the new moon being the first sign in a moon cycle. Now, this new moon, especially being the start of the new year, it's also really special because it's actually coinciding with Ostara, which is... Now, this new moon, especially being the start of the new year, it's also really special because it's actually coinciding with Ostara, which is today, Monday 20th of March, which is the pagan celebration of the Spring Equinox. Basically the start of spring, and it's technically, I can't remember if it's technically the beginning of the new year as well, but I think that's Mabon or All Hallows Eve, that's the beginning of the new year. But that's not the point of the video for today. Now, with these two things coinciding with each other, we have a very strong astrological new year. So this is the perfect time to do that. You know, the spring cleaning, but also have the Happy New Year type of feel. So, global new beginnings tomorrow. Now, this is a new cycle, so it is time to take action, take charge of your life, and to really begin new habits that you want in your life, and to spring clean away the old bad habits you don't want to have anymore, and really start living your dream life. Aries energy is divine masculine, and it's the ram, so it's very fiery energy, and you've got a lot of take charge, take action. You've got the colour red, you've got the ram, all very much take the bull by the horns and complete your goals. If you do tarot readings and you see let me restart that. If you've had tarot readings where you're like, when is something going to happen? When should I start this, etc. And you keep getting the Emperor card, that card is a sign of this, the new cycle. It is a sign of the new moon in Aries. So this could be the perfect time that the tarot reading was telling you about. But once again, listen to your intuition, see, is this a good time to start things? Now, speaking of new beginnings, this new moon in Aries is happening in the first degree of Aries, and all throughout the world there are very strong themes of new beginnings, and that's literally what this time is all about. Not only because of the new moon, but like I said earlier, because of the spring equinox. So you do some spring cleaning and all of that good stuff. We also have, as well as the new moon, the moon entering Aries tomorrow, we also have Mercury in Aries. Now, Mercury is the planet of the mind and communication. And when it's in Aries, you're going to be very more like take charge with the way you communicate to others. You're going to be, this is what I want doing. Very commanding, in charge sort of energy. However, with this energy, there does also come a little bit of impatience and making very hasty decisions. So with this time, try to make sure you think before you speak, especially if you're talking to others or you're having to tell someone off at work or anything like that. Just make sure you think before you speak. Don't let emotions rise too high. And then obviously today, I believe, the sun also moves into the sign of Aries. So it's a very Aries season at the moment, which, that is another reason why there's the new beginnings feel all across the world. And especially as the Aries is the first sign in the zodiac. Now, the best thing. What should you do for a new moon ritual tomorrow? Or today? Or day after tomorrow? Doesn't matter when. It's when you feel good enough to do some rituals. Now, we have the typical new moon rituals for this time, which are things like you want to manifest, but especially as it's the astrological new year, manifest what you want for this new year. If you didn't have a very good start of 2023, today and tomorrow can be your new year, which is always a nice thing, because if you muck up one New Year's, you still have a couple of others sprinkled throughout the year. The new moons are also really good for manifesting around skincare. So have a little spa session to yourself where you take care of yourself and say lots of affirmations to yourself in the mirror. You can maybe enchant some beauty products and just really work with your beauty products and manifest with them. So you might use, like a serum that has maybe pomegranate in it to connect to Queen Persephone, or you can use special oils from witchcraft shops to help bring in love. And there's really all sorts of stuff you can do. I highly recommend, if you want to go down that route, researching green witchcraft and researching the properties of different items, like for example pomegranate, rose, etc., so that you can then implement them into your beauty routine. New moons are really great with working with Lady Hecate, as she is the goddess of the new moons, or I don't know entirely if she is the goddess of the new moon or if it's just corresponding with her, but either way it's a great time to work with her. And it's also a really good time to work with the fair folk. The fae, but I just call them the fair folk. And that's because new moons are considered to be their portals to their worlds. So I picked that up very recently, but that was a very interesting little tidbit I thought I'd include. Now, because this is the equinox, it's basically day and night are equal length, and this brings in about balance in your life. As we have this double fresh start going on with the equinox and the new moon, I would really recommend spring cleaning. So get rid of everything that represents the old you and bring in things and reorganize to symbolize the new you, the person you want to be. That's always a great thing. Cleanse all negative and all old energy out and bring in some new energy. Light a green candle for a fresh start and abundance in your new year. Focus on regaining balance in your life and what areas you can work on and manifest with. So for example, I need to regain balance in my health. So that would be something I would work on with this new moon. The new moons in Aries, they're also great to manifest things to do with Aries. So that would be things like, maybe you can manifest if you want to change how you look via working out or something like that. Manifesting stuff to do with your career, really solid, stable goals, but ones that are also very the energy of the divine masculine, like go-getting sort of attitude. And as well, I think it's because Yeah, so because Aries is a masculine energy sign, you can manifest things to do with the other masculine signs of the zodiac. So I don't think Taurus is a masculine energy, but we'll use that one as an example because that's all I can think of at the top of my head. Taurus is very good. It's very good about money and abundance. So, for example, sorry, my camera just cut out there. So, what I was saying is, with the sign of Aries, you want to also manifest things to do with other zodiac signs. For example, because Aries is divine masculine, you want to manifest things that are to do with other divine masculine signs. And another thing is because Aries is a fire sign, you also want to manifest through other zodiacs that are also fire signs. For example, let's say Taurus was a fire sign and it was also a masculine energy. It's neither. Then you would want to manifest around abundance and everything else that Taurus sort of covers, if that makes sense. I can do a more in-depth video another day about it. Just let me know if you want one or not. So I'm going to be doing a collective tarot reading now, and I'm using the Darkwood Tarot, which is one of my favourite tarot decks. The guidebook is literally a storybook. It's amazing. So at the bottom of the deck we have the Hierophant reversed, which is, if you can see it, I don't know if you can see that, but with the Hierophant reverse you have like basically using spirituality as a weapon. So like I said earlier, be careful of how you speak in this time. Like think before you speak, and make sure you're open to other people's spirituality and their beliefs, and not your way is the only way. That's a very big thing around this time. I also think that people are going to there's going to be a bit of a public issue around things like that around this time. So make sure you're not part of the problem, basically. The next card is the Five of Cups, which we're getting a lot of, my camera's still shaking. There's a lot of reversed energy in this pile, so I think it's just a reminder of what not to do during this time, especially as Aries is a very high emotion, high energy time. This card reversed is all about healing and not letting certain emotions define you. So, you know, it literally says in the book, if you wear sadness like a cloak or a badge of honor, it will define you. So that's always a very important lesson, but at the moment it's even more enhanced. Aries enhances emotions, especially a new moon. A full moon especially enhances your emotions, but this feels like it's a very fragile time. Like it needs to be like a soft new beginning. It's like softly enter this new phase in your life with the energy of Aries, like the go-getter energy, but be kind, sort of thing. Sorry, my camera keeps moving, it's not steady. But the next card is the Hermit's reversed, and this one is what I was saying earlier of spiritual snobbery. I feel like this time there is going to be a lot of like the spiritual snobbery, and like, oh, my beliefs are better than yours, which no, they're not, because everyone perceives their reality however they want. There's no point forcing other people to believe what you believe. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying. But yeah, same thing. Just be open to everyone else And this also speaks of stuff like social anxiety. So I'm actually feeling that there's going to be a lot of healing around stuff like social anxiety. And even though I was talking about spiritual snobbery and stuff, I feel like there's going to be a lot of healing around that as well. Whether it's you, whether it's on a collective level, there's going to be a change within stuff like that. This is the time to be confident and go for it. So have fun with that energy. The next card is the Devil card. Now, this isn't too scary of a card. I mean, it is a little bit, but not really. This whole deck at the moment is having a very spiritual snobbery type of theme. This this is also reminding you, this very much has the energy of an Aries new moon, but it's reminding you while you are having that go get it energy and that attitude, it's also reminding you, don't just go for the quick way, like the quick and easy way to your desires, because then there's going to be a cost and it's not going to be what you want. You're just rushing to get there. So this is saying, even if you're going for what you want, but you're not getting it instantly, you know, like you're being impatient, like I was saying, how Mercury's in Aries. This is very much, you know, ride the whole thing out. Don't just go for the quickest way to get what you want, because it will come at a cost. This also speaks of like negative habits and things, and I truly believe if you shine the light on those negative habits during this time, you can get out of them. So, you know, new start, and if you really worked with your shadow, like deep shadow work, you could get out of it this time. This is your freedom. Your freedom's calling you. Your freedom's saying, hello, I can get you out. So that's great to hear for everyone, myself included. This next one is a very interesting one. I like to read my guidebooks as I'm saying what I want, because sometimes certain phrases come up to me and, you know, maybe I can get a bit of an image in my head as well as reading the card. So we've got the Page of Swords. Don't know if you can see that again. If not, do not worry. But this card, first of all, just based off its image, it's telling me, you know, to realise what's happened in your past, like for example around negative habits, right? Let's say you've tried to break it a million times before. It's never worked. This is telling me to really realise what happened, why didn't it work out, and learn from past mistakes. So, you know, she's keeping an eye on the past, she's standing in the present, and she's got her sword towards the future. Yeah, so the book's literally talking about how she's in the past, present and future, but she's balancing them all with ease. So don't get stuck on the past and what didn't work. Don't get stuck in the future and what can happen. Stay in the present moment, stay in the now, and that's really how you can live your dream life as well. This is very much a Mercury type of card. I'm thinking the right one, aren't I? Yeah, Mercury. It is the planet of that. I don't know why I suddenly doubted myself for a minute. But this is a card of the mind, of, you know, the cleverness and puzzles and figuring things out. So I'm still thinking around negative traits and stuff and overcoming them. This card is showing me that you will. Like there's going to be an aha moment. You're going to figure it all out and realise what it is you need to do and how to do it. This is giving me very Sherlock Holmes type vibes of the sort of aha moment. So I hope that resonates with you. The next card I have is the Three of Cups, and this is very much, you know, your friends, your coven. Like, you're gonna find your friends in this time, this is a great time to manifest more friends, or like your true friends. And if you do have a coven or friends who will do rituals with you, then this is a great time to all get together and really put in so much energy for the new year and just really celebrate it together. You know, celebrate everything you can. That's what I like to do. It's always a fun thing. It's a great way to live. Because of all the shadows on the card, I'm thinking it would really, really benefit you if you were doing your shadow work, but with your friends, like with your coven, like together you can heal and lift each other up and really, really figure things out once and for all kind of thing. So that's another thing to think about. Maybe add stuff like that into your rituals for tomorrow if you can. Next one is Three of Wands, which is one of my favourite cards. I really love this deck so much. But this one is speaking of like your perception is what creates your reality. So if you perceive something to be good, it's going to be good. If you perceive something to be bad, it's going to be bad. So it's all about changing your attitude towards things, especially, you know, start a new year. If you like subliminals and you've heard of the term mental diet, great thing to start now and really empower yourself as well. Make sure you nourish yourself. Doing a lot of negative, like healing a lot of negative habits around nourishing yourself, whether it's self-care, eating habits, working out, all of that good stuff. I feel like those are going to be most commonly healed things during this time. The last tarot card we have for today's collective reading is the Ace of Wands. It's that one there. This is all, once again, it's a lot of fiery energy. The Wands suit is very Aries energy, very fiery. It's the element of fire. So this one is all about manifestation. It's all about creativity and you can do anything kind of vibes. This is also talking about your strength and great power lies within. It's literally what it said. And it's just a lot of go with your first impulse. Lots of inspiration at this time, and it's just going to be a really, really great new year for you, a great new moon, great cycle, and this is the best time to start working with the moon and implementing stuff like that into your daily practice and making your daily practice a priority. So I think that is all from me today. So just to recap, tomorrow, Tuesday 21st of March at 1:23 p.m, we have the new moon in Aries, which is also coinciding with March 20th, Monday, today, Spring Equinox, which is new beginnings, and together you have a giant potential for new beginnings and a happy astrological new year. So I hope you manifest everything you want, and thank you for being with me today. Any questions you have, any video ideas you want, whatever, let me know in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!